Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where last time I was directed by a young woman to come inside of this house and speak with her mother, who I presume is the one with the flaming ring above her head. But before I do that, I have another quest ring right here. This is a Masu, who am I supposed to deliver some scrolls to. Hello, Lukao. What is this? She takes the scrolls from me. Ah, yes, from Sumer. Thank you for bringing these. How is Sumer? Is she well? Has she gone after that handsome rice farmer yet? Not quite. Ah, well, it's a matter of time, I suppose. Yep. All right. So, let's see. We'll have to, guess, go after the medium one for now. So now that I've delivered the scrolls, I suppose I could speak with the leader over here, Yirhazi. This formidable-looking woman must be Girhazi, the apparent leader of the people here in Ambarul. With a curious look, she silently assesses you for several uncomfortable heartbeats. Wonderful.
The eyes of my Dumuri have been upon you ever since you entered Ambarul.
Speak now and relate what brings you to the lands under my protection. My name is Pineleaf Needles, and this is Sigalith and Corridon, who are elves of Lothorian, and this is, let's see, Sigund, right, Sirgun, and Belandor. Word has come to me of your ruling body, Belandor, but I will learn more of the rebellion that pried your city from the grip of the Barkush and the Ordachai. We are neighbors now, my people and yours, and our interests may be aligned. Girhazi lowers her voice almost to a whisper. I said, may. For I do not hail from Umbar, but I take you for a man of Gondor who keeps company with elves, and with others even more curious. Your people have long been enemies of mine. What now is different? Oh, yeah. There was that little detail.
I was born in Gondor, Gehazi of Iridir, but I am now a man of Umbar, and that is where my loyalties lie.
Are you the same as you were when you were young? I deem not. We are not who we were, and could that be different for any of us? This is an age of great change. I would be honored to speak with you to the relationship between Umbar and the folk who live in our Ambarul, and we are neighbors now, as you say. Okay.
The words spoken by your companion Belandor are as smooth as the stones at the bottom of the Ikurban River.
But that does not mean that there is no truth in those words. I am changed by the months that have passed. My husband and all my sons perished in the fields of the Northern War, slain beneath the banners of the Black Serpent that they followed. We were told Orak was invincible. It was not so. When the survivors began to return, all too few, it was made clear to me the cause that had taken most of my family was a lie. I cast down the tools of the field and picked up the tools of war, and under a new name I rallied the people to burn the temple of Iridir. The banner of the Black Serpent no longer flies in Ambaru. My Dumuri warriors, the daughters of Iridir, have sworn to keep the peace and hunt the remnants of Orak wherever they hide. I have seen my daughter Razi to the insect den of Gurku, northwest of Iridir. Go there and assist her with her task while I speak with Belandor concerning how he came to cast the Orchai from his city. I am most interested to hear how it was done, and what brings he and you into Ambarul. Alright, so in other words, while she negotiates with Belandor, I am to meet her daughter at an insect den. What a wonderful place to go.
Who are you that visits our land?
Did I just explain that? Yes. I am called Girhazi, and I am chieftain of the people here. It is my duty and that of my Dumuri to defend the land from the tyranny of the oppressors from the southern empire of Ordach. I have heard that you from the other lands call all of us Haradrim, as though we were one people, but that is not so. Over 100 years ago, the Orakai swept through Shagana, conquering land after land and subjugating the native peoples. For generations they have demanded our servility. They profit from our labor and steal our sons and husbands, sending them into war. She lifts her chin, and you can see the anger, grief, and defiance in her eyes. But no more. Never again. If you wish to speak to me, you must prove that you're not an enemy. To the north, on the west side of the stream that runs through Iridir, you will find a camp of Orkai soldiers who have thus far managed to escape our wrath. Go there and defeat them. Bring me proof that you have defeated at least 8, and I will speak to you further. So collect trinkets from defeated Orakai. Okay, well, off to slay Orakai. The Orakai camp is up to the north, so we'll head down that way, and in the meantime, I'm going to look out for any additional flies, because I do still need one more fly. And supposedly, this area is filled with them, though so far all I've run into are rather aggressive bucks. Well, I see some... Oh. Whoops-a-daisy. Apparently one of their sentries saw me, and I completely missed it. Oh. He didn't have any trinkets on him. Ah, I guess they only have their trinkets on them when they're in camp. Okay, so let me go and find the camp, and meanwhile... Oh! A fly! There we go. I can finally finish that quest. And... there you go. Now, that quest is done. Now to find the Ordokai, or at least their camp. But it looks like oh, no, actually, that's a ruffian. Frankly, I don't see too much difference between them two. Oh well. This looks like a Haradrim camp, or should I say Ordokai camp? Now, I don't know if he's close enough to the camp to have brought his trinkets with him. I guess we'll find out. But he's standing in the way of my getting to the entry, so... apparently he trained Serval to his... oh, it says battle camp. It's a Serval. Alright. The dangers of Ambarul. Cat keepers. Oh. I guess the cat keepers do have trinkets. Okay. And you? I guess they're close enough to the camp. One of their champions. Do I also run to wardens? And ouch! There you go. Wait, this place is thick with them. And I haven't even got close to the entrance yet. Hey, there you go. The Black Serpent. We call the Ordekai the Black Serpent guys, right? Ooh. There you go. And there you go. And of course the cat wouldn't have any trinkets. It'd be rather strange for the cat to have any. This place is crawling with serval in addition to the Ordekai. Trained serval, so battle cats. We don't need to go too deep into the camp because it looks like we can probably get enough trinkets just from the outskirts. The cat finally figured out that I was there. Not used to the smell of hobbit, I guess. There we go. Hey, is this gonna be enough? Perhaps, perhaps. Oh, that one didn't have a trinket on him. Oh well. Hey, you. There you go. It looks like somebody else is taking care of the rest, so I can head out and look for that insect den. Hello again.
You still live. Your reasons for coming to Umbarul must have satisfied my mother.
But why have you come to Gurahu? I tell her that her mother asked me to help her with the task while Grazi discussed the relationship between Umbar and Iridir with Balondor. Help? I need no help crushing insects. I'm one of the Dumuri, the women warriors of Iridir. These Zanu insects were unworthy of my attention to begin, and I only accepted the task out of deference to my mother. And so the craftswomen of Iridir will have the bristles that they need for their work. Now that you're here, though, you can do it instead. I will see how you perform and measure your skill. Collect the Zanu bristles as quickly as you can. Perhaps that is why my mother sent you here. Everyone's the same, no matter where they're located. Okay, now that you're here, you could do my task for me. There you go. And now you. Okay, do I really have to take them at 3 at a time? Well, I suppose I can do that. Let's have a little meal on top of that. Going after Zanu. Can be hungry work. And now you. But no, you're not diving underground. I tolerate the others because, well, I was fighting additional ones at the same time. And your turn. And with that done, there you go. Plenty of bristles, whatever they used them for. What, making paintbrushes or something? No idea. Looks like we have additional company.
Good enough.
The distraction writ upon Rahazi's face is clear as you report to finishing the task. Oh, good enough, she answers you. Sir Dusha has brought wondrous tidings to me. Speak with her and hear them. Okay, I'll speak to Sir Dushu, did you say? Sir Dusha.
While hunting the northeast of Iridir, I found a scouting party of Ordechai.
I saw a scouting party setting up a small encampment from which they might threaten this village. They were few in number, but not so few that I thought I should attack them on my own. With Rahazi, I knew that I could face them, so I hurried here to bring her back with me. I trust that you're a friend? Yeah. I wonder if this is the same village I just raided.
Our choice is clear. The Ordechai must be defeated and driven from Umbarul.
Well, alright, I guess that's a good cause. Now, let's see, is there a good amount of... Oh, which of these is always the best? That's always the decision. How about some finesse, some parry, evade, tactical mitigation, finesse. Okay, we will take this one.
When my mother burned the temple at Iridir and drove the Ordechai from the village, some must have remained in the wild.
Now, those Ordechai that are left seek to return and take back Amardu, but we will not allow that to happen. The three of us must go to the Ordechai encampment Sir Dusha discovered northwest of Iridir and put them all to the sword. This is a task that the Demuri women, warriors, and for those who claim to be their allies. Alright, so defeat Ordechai warriors throughout Ambaru. And of course, we also have to find the camp of the Ordechai. Okay. Well, back to killing Ordechai, which is in this direction? Actually, that arrow was pointing me towards the nearest Ordechai, because I can kill Ordechai anywhere, not just at that encampment. The actual encampment I need is, yeah, the same one I was at earlier. On my way to the camp, I found this little farm. Let's see if anyone here needs any help.
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
Ashtagur, stranger. What could possibly bring a traveler to Ambarul? Ah, you must be looking for work. You have come to the right place, my friend. We are always short of strong hands, assuming you know how to use the weapons that you carry. I have just the job for you. The biggest threat to our orange groves are insects. By big, I mean literally. They are huge, buzzing scatterflies flirting all about the orchard. Boy, I wish I knew about this place when I was looking for scatterflies. Put those weapons to good use against those flies, and I'll pay you some coin. Do it well, and I will have more work for you to do. Of course, the reward for good work is more work. And low-hanging fruit.
Is there something you need?
Say, while you're out running about the orange trees, there is another useful thing you could be doing. Sometimes oranges fall off the trees before they are able to be harvested. If you get them off the ground quickly enough, they will still be perfectly good. No food should be left to go to waste. If you see any perfectly good oranges on the ground, pick them up, will you? I will pay you for the work, of course. Find some perfectly good oranges on down around here, and okay, oops. Yeah, these are orange trees, all right. Okay, let's see. We have a perfectly good orange right over here. And any more perfectly... It's hard to see which oranges are on the ground here. All right. Oh, there. I saw a perfectly good orange on the ground. There you go. Perfectly good orange. I presume there is more to this grove. Otherwise, there won't be too many perfectly good oranges on the ground. Wait, I had to see what happens when one of the big folk try to go through here. Oh, hold on. A fly. There you go. Oh. Oh, there are two flies here. No wonder I was getting confused. They were scattering my brains. Oh, all right. Ah, all right. Oh, there is... Ah, looks like another section of the orchard with more perfectly good oranges. Oops. That cat is useless. Alright. Oh, is this the area where it was before? Probably. Ah! Here's the other half of the orchard. More oranges. More flies. I'm surprised the flies aren't going after the perfectly good oranges. Okay, well, I met my quota of flies, so that's not going to be a problem. I just need to find a few more of these oranges. And our completion of this particular quest would be perfectly good. Here we are, your perfectly good oranges.
What say you, traveler?
And some flies, apparently. The flies have been dealt with? Oh, superb! They will probably just come back, but in the meantime, I have more work for you. Here's the coin that I promised. Okay.
This valley belongs to the Shagani and no one else.
You see, these oranges are perfectly good. Nothing wrong with them at all. Some may be a little ugly, but it all tastes the same, and is good that they will not go to waste. Thank you for your hard work. Okay? So they're perfectly ugly, perfectly good oranges.
Is there something you need?
I have another job that needs doing. Not afraid of bees, are you? Oh, we keep bees here at the orchards to help pollinate the trees. As a nice extra thing, we get enough honey from them that we can sell some of it at the market. There are 5 beehives around Baruchi. Visit each one, collect some honeycomb, and bring it to me. I suppose I don't get a beekeeper's outfit and some smoke in order to help with this? I didn't think so. Let's see. What do we got here? Ah. Well, they don't look like they're giant bees, at least. What? Normal-sized insects? What is this? Sometimes I'm wondering if I'm playing Small Land instead of Lotro with all the huge insects that you run into. Alright, that is... Oh. I'm sure that she would not like to have Mordecai encroaching upon her farm. Now, let's go back and report and bring her back the honey. Oh, hold on. Apparently the honey attracted some flies. Apparently a hobbit can attract more flies with honey than with vinegar. Go figure. Here is the honey.
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
Beautiful. Not you, Luhal. The honey. I mean no insult, but you do look somewhat strange. Which is fine for strangers, I suppose. Anyway, here's your coin.
This valley belongs to the Shagani and no one else.
I have one final task for you, and then you must find work elsewhere, or I will run out of coin. Here is a crate of oranges and some honey. Have you been to Iridir yet? I need you to take this to Iridir to a trader named Dashen. There's no need to collect my payment for it, as we have already agreed, and he will send it to me later, and he should give you some coin for your troubles. You are a good worker. There are many skilled crafters in Iridir, and I don't think that you will have much trouble finding a job. Yerhazi may also have use for your fighting skills, so you should also talk to her. Off you go now. Well, Yerhazi sent me to help her daughter, and her daughter is asking me to help her to find a camp, which I believe is off in this direction, though killing a few random Ordokai along the way would not be remiss. Ordokai remnants gather at Umboa, right northwest of there, and I suppose I should at some point tell her that her mother already knows about this camp because she sent me here. Obviously, I suppose the optimal order would have been going to talk to the daughter first. But it gave me the opportunity to kill twice as many Ordokai, and I'm sure that no one will complain about that, right? I suppose though I've already collected enough trinkets. And I have defeated enough warriors. So I think I could just head back to Iridir. Oh. No, I do need to speak to the daughter first. Oh, she's going to tell me to go into the camp and kill more Ordokai, right? Of course.
While Rahazi and I fought the soldiers here, some of the men broke away from the rest of the group and fled.
Rahazi chased them, but we should hurry after her and ensure that she has not fallen victim to a trap set by the cunning Ordokai. Alright, so find Rahazi to the north of Umboha. Right, okie dokie. And that will be up this way. I think I'm getting near the location of... Oh, yes, I found her. As you approach, you see that Rahazi defeated the warriors that she pursued. Okay, well, that's good news.
I am fine. These men were no match for me.
We should search the bodies of these men and take their weapons. They may have items amongst their belongings that help us prevent further attacks upon my people. A map to other of the encampments would be most welcome of all. Alright, so pick up the weapon of slain and search the body. Alright. Okay, here is the weapon. Okay, the body. Oh, hey. And it looks like there was a ruffian who wanted to rob the bodies as soon as we left. Haha! And I prevented it! There you go.
See the cuts and scrapes on this weapon? This soldier of Ordach has been involved in many battles.
Perhaps he's been in several battles in Iridir itself. He may have fled from my mother and her warriors, even as he fled from me and from Serdusha today. But no longer. He landed no blow upon me while he turned to fight. See how dry the blood upon his blade is. This sigil is a token of Bahush, the Dark Lord who is no more. It is one more sign that the Ordokai have no honor, and without the fell magic of their dread master, they have no future either, at least not in Umbarul. We should search the wooded grove to the north and ensure that no others of the Ordokai hide within. All right. Let's go and venture into the wood. At least that's what we'll be doing in the next episode of The Song of Waves and Wind.